Howdy friends, and welcome to The Average J. Well, as you can see behind me, our patio is a mess. This comes from, probably 2 years of just kind of using it as a dumping ground for everything. All things garden, all things chickens, turkeys, meat birds, everything. So, collection of some... Half of the reason I can't find my tools is because some are out there. But we're going to take a little bit of time today, Michelle and we're going to take everything out and try to determine what's going to go back in there. And what does go back in there is going to go back in an orderly fashion. Michelle would like to have all of the chicken supplies out here instead of some that we have downstairs. So what we'll probably wind up doing is taking like all the garden and stuff like that out of there and just leave chicken supplies in here. That might be the goal. As we go along, we'll see. Now, where's the trick in this? Well, on Wednesday, I did my Air Force PT test, and I have arthritis in my foot. I limp around on any normal day as it is, but because I was doing the run, the 1.5 mile run, I was running awkwardly because my one foot wasn't working correctly, and I think I did some serious damage to it because I can't even hardly walk around the house. So how I'm going to get some of this stuff out and down, it's only 3 steps, but Michelle's going to really have to help me on that. I put on some cream that kind of helps numb it. That came from the doctor, and ibuprofen it all up so that, I mean, it doesn't help what's wrong with it, but it does mask the symptoms or the pain. So we're going to give this a shot. Michelle's being kind enough to feed the chickens. Before we start cleaning that patio. The flock is looking good, I have to say. My two roosters are looking good. Some big boys. My barred rock rooster and my Easter egger rooster right over there. But their feathers look great. Now over here you can see we have this one little tiny runt olive egger, but she's so cute, and she gets right in there and gets her food.
But the one with the 2 little white feathers, that's her litter mate?
Yeah.
They came together. They were gotten at the same time.
It is a little intimidating. You just say, well, where do I start? You know, this is where we keep our straw so it stays dry in here. I have a dog crate. Bunch of metal. I guess the best places to start is right in front. Laid down a tarp so I can put the straw on it. Hopefully we get to cleaning the coop today, and I'll use 2 of those bales. We have everything out of here except for the workbench bottom. The top is outside. We're going to clean around this instead of trying to squeeze it through that door again. But yeah, everything is out of here. Now we just need to get everything swept up, cleaned up, and we'll be good.
Put everything back.
Yeah. The question was, what was in there? A lot of stuff was covered up. There was stuff in there I didn't even remember was in there. So we're going to do a little inventory. So I had, let's start over here. Extension cord, a tile top table, some chairs, a bunch of feeders and waterers, and a rake, a couple barrels. One was for straw, the other one was to hold hoses. Of course, the straw was in there, some sawhorses, a dog kennel. Oh, and over there, we're going to burn them in our fire tonight, but they were some like garden fencing. They were piled up in there. And Here's some wood that I use when I process chickens. To the plywood I put underneath of the plucker to keep it stable. And the other boards I use with the sawhorses to process on. Scrap wood and some PVC from when I built the chicken tractor over there. Random potting stuff. A small dog crate that we use when we have a sick chicken. A big wooden ladder. That green thing is the top to the workbench. A folding table that I use for chicken processing, and a tabletop that goes on top of the sawhorses when chicken processing. A bunch of random, well, first off, stakes and sprinklers for the garden, and a bunch of like garden netting, welded wire that we use for building additional chicken runs. A roll of aluminum, and this box right here was from when I built the Amazon run over there. That is, I did a whole video on that second run from Amazon. Some garden buckets, a hammock, a kiddie swimming pool, more tarps, more aluminum, and some containers that just had random stuff in them. These are the containers with just all random. Really, it should be trash, but we're going to go through everything. And down there are some vinyl tiles. Those we put on the bottom of the floor of some of the chicken run. I know it's in the nesting boxes, and yeah, so this is everything. So now what we're going to do is, Michelle's in there sweeping. We're going to get everything cleaned up. Then we're going to go through the sorting. Kind of like Harry Potter's sorting hat, you know? So, except instead of being the 4 houses, it's going to be okay. What's going in the basement? What's going back in the patio? What's going in the chicken tractor? So the chicken tractor, we're not going to do meat birds for another year. We're going to take a year off. So this tractor is going to sit here. And it has empty usable storage space inside. So, you know, the little door isn't just the only way. You know, this whole thing opens up. So we can get in there and put a whole bunch of stuff in there to store. So Michelle wanted not all the stuff, but most of the chicken stuff out of the basement. So the 110-gallon water that we use for our big brooder, you can see it's filled with just a bunch of feeders and waterers. We brought that up from downstairs. The deal was I got to leave my other 4 brooders downstairs. Yes.
They won't crack in the cold.
Yeah, Michelle's worried about them getting wet and maybe icing and cracking. So this one is made of rubber, so not going to happen. Michelle did a really good job cleaning. So, and it's funny because this room used to be like an actual outdoor nice patio with furniture in it. So we never sat out here. We've lived here for almost 20 years and we have never used this as a sitting area. But we only really started using it for storage, I want to say like in the last 5 years. Other than that, it just kind of sat empty. Because my grandmother used to have this iron furniture with cushions she used to put out here. But it looked like an actual room when she used to live here. Got everything I want inside of the tractor. I put all my wire and netting, T-posts, PVC, the 110-gallon water is in there, and also I put all my tomato cages in there. They're in the front. So they were over here next to my chicken culling station, and it just looked a mess. So at least they're all just kind of in one spot now. I got the workbench set back up. So my father had built this workbench, and it was in his workshop for quite a while. And he wanted to create some space in his workshop And Michelle and I asked if we could have it because it is a super sturdy, nice table. So we took the tile top table out of here, put that down in the basement, and this will be the table that we put in here for storage. All right, so in our cleaning, one of the things we decided to get rid of, I had made this for Michelle. It said, "Happy birthday, Michelle, 11/15/2005." It was a planner box, but it's seen better days. So Michelle's going to recycle it by using it in the fire tonight. But yeah, so that was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
A little sad about it, but
I know, but it's time. It's falling apart. It was right there where you see the mark, but it's time. At least we have a picture of it.
yes. No.
This is the final project. So, boy, we have a lot of feeders, don't we?
We do.
Feeders and waterers. So,
I'm cleaning a bunch of them.
yeah, Michelle was out there cleaning them. So, this is the final. You can see under there's plenty of room. We have the bench. We have the, I did keep the cage in here, our tarps. There is the straw that's left. I still have some out there because I'm cleaning the coop. And the ladder, instead of being on the ground, I actually was able to stack it up. What do you think?
So much more room to do activities.
No. This is great. We can actually make it through.
Yeah.
Like, we like to try to use that outlet that's on the wall right over there.
Yeah.
And, boy, we had to crawl over stuff to get to it, didn't we?
Yes.
Now that the patio is done after, what, 3 hours?
That you estimated
An hour. I
on
know.
your to-do list.
My to-do list, I put how much time I thought everything would take. And I said, oh, yeah, an hour for the patio. Yeah, right.
Not at our age.
No, so it took 3 hours. We still have one more job we have to do today.
Mm-hmm. The coop.
Our favorite. This is going to be part 2 of today. Cleaning the coop. And you can see, here's a lot of poop. And back in the corner, they're laying eggs everywhere. Look, there's eggs down there. I have been closing off the nesting boxes in the evening because they have been sleeping up in here. And I really don't want them sleeping in the nesting boxes. You can see they're getting on the ledge at night and pooping. So, but if you look, we got some eggs, got some eggs, got some eggs, got a chicken laying an egg. Hello, baby. I mean, they're laying in almost every box, but I am still closing them up in the evening. And they don't sleep over here too much, but I still need to get this cleaned up as well. So, oh, hi, baby. So we're going to go ahead and do a coop cleaning, and we're going to put a nice thick layer of straw down here because it is getting colder, and we do want to have them stay warm, and the thick bedding of the straw will help. Now, in the nesting boxes, aside from the poop that you see, I've been using straw, and what I want to do is switch over to shavings, wood shavings, because they're a little more absorbent, and it's going to like pour for the next 2 days. So I'm going to switch over and see if it makes any difference, because my eggs get muddy. So I don't like muddy eggs because I don't really want to wash them because I want to keep the bloom on them. So we're going to see if that makes any bit of difference. Michelle is on bag duty. I know. So I fill the bags, Michelle empties the bags and changes them out. Puts them in the wagon, takes them to the street. How heavy is chicken poop?
Heavy. I cannot believe.
Yeah, you don't think about chicken poop being heavy, but it is.
It is.
It looks pretty good in here. in the what we call the nursery, everything is cleaned up. Nice thick layer of straw. And if you look in the main coop, we put a lot of straw. It wound up being just shy of 2 full bales. I still have a little bit out there. It's just too much. But I wanted a nice thick layer so they can kind of get into it while it's warm. All the chicken poop is cleaned up. It's nice and clean in here. And in the nesting boxes, we put wood shavings instead of straw, hoping that the absorbency will kind of help. In the next couple of days, it's going to be very wet, so I want to try to keep the eggs as dry as possible. So we put the wood in the nesting boxes and a ton of straw. That is going to do it for today. I'm beat. Michelle loves doing outside work, so she's much more used to this than I am. So
I'm gonna keep going.
I know. She's literally raking leaves right now, even though we're done the patio, we're done the chicken coop. But that was kind of our goal today, to get those 2 things done. There were a few other things on my quote-unquote to-do list. Didn't get to.
That's all inside work.
Most of it
The
is.
next 2 days is gonna be
Pouring rain. That's why I put the wood shavings in the nesting boxes, because it's going to be a muddy mess out here. You see, there's no grass in the run. It's dirt that turns into mud. But look, so loving. But that is going to do it. We did the 2 big chores that we wanted to do. We're going to go inside and get a shower because we are gross messes right now. I have like stuff all over me. Dirt hay. So I don't know if that's the dirt, honey. So, chicken poop. But we're gonna go inside, get a shower. We're making chorizo burritos for dinner tonight. I am. And then we're gonna come out and make a fire in the fire pit because we got so much wood out of the patio. I know. So we're gonna make a fire tonight, and then tomorrow's gonna be occupied with church pretty much most of the day. So the rain wouldn't stop us from being outside anyway, but we have a couple services tomorrow. But anyway, but thanks for coming along and watching us clean our patio. We wanted to do it before the summertime, never got to it. Today was the day. But we're very happy with the results from today. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Michelle has her dirty chicken gloves on. But you can hit that like button in dirty chicken gloves. That's fine. We'll accept it. So, have a great day. Bye.